Hey guys, welcome back to Adventure Camping. Tactical Nut here, and today I'm going to be demonstrating the SOG Fasthawk. Now this is my first tomahawk I've ever owned. Kind of wanted one for a while. I got an amazing deal on this one, so I couldn't pass it up. But I wanted to see if it's actually really going to be helpful if you're in the outdoors, or if they're kind of more of just a novelty, or if it'd be both fun and useful. But we'll see. It does come with this nylon sheath, as you can see here, SOG logo. I do like the snaps on it. It does have a belt loop, so if you wanted to attach this to your belt, or find a way to attach it to your pack. But here we go. I mean, you got your nice spike here on the back. You got your rough spot on both sides for using as a hammer for hammering tent stakes. Of course, your edge. Now, I will go ahead and say right out of the box, this did not come very sharp. I played with it a little bit around the house and stuff like that. Was definitely not impressed with the edge, so I took it to the sharpener. Didn't do a huge amount because I don't really like to modify stuff much before I demo it or before I try it out, because I want to see how it comes from the factory. SOG logo. Nice handle. I mean, this weighs about 1.5 pounds. But as I was saying, I wanted to put on the sharpener a little bit just to see what it's capable of, since it wasn't that sharp right out of the box and it wasn't doing that much at home. But I got this tree right here, mostly dead. Little bit, my hand won't go all the way around it, but let's just say you're out in the woods and you had to take some larger logs that you didn't want to use your knife on. Your knife wasn't big enough and you had to attempt using this. Well, let's see how it goes. And this chop. Now I'm sure this was definitely not even intended for maybe stuff this large, but sometimes, depending on where you are and the weather, you don't always get to use everything exactly as it was intended. And so knowing if it can, and as you can see, this stuff is flying off of this tree. I'm kind of impressed already. Yep, that was in the face. Smile. You wear glasses, right? Luckily my sunglasses. Alright, I am going to go ahead and say this handle has a decent amount of traction, but with these gloves on, let's try it without a glove. It is kind of sliding in my hand a little bit. Let's see if it'll do the same without it. Now, better grip without gloves. Only problem is, depending on how used to this you are doing, you could have blistered your hands up. Well, almost all the way through. Well, so as we can see, getting to the last of the way with the feet. Well, I should process. I mean, that tree is that wide, so I mean, not bad. Put it on that sharpener. Really improved that a ton. So definitely happy about that. Now you got a little spike that you can use here. You wanted to split that way. That one's kind of rotten stuff. Not a good example. Let me grab another piece of wood. Try a few other things on. I'll be right back. All right, so now we're going to try another branch. You got to do some delimbing. All right, not an issue there. Let's just chop off small ends. problem processing that. Now, even bigger question is, can you carve with it? Now I may have to put a finer edge. This is definitely just more of a first impressions video. Just trying to figure out ways to play with it. Let's see, little knots all over this thing. Let's try up here. Yeah, I may be able to with a if I really put a really good edge on it. Like I said, I mean, it was fairly dull straight out of the box, so I didn't really run it over the sharpener and put a wicked edge on it, you know. I just wanted to get a workable edge. And as you can see there, the chopping it did fantastic on this. Carving, I mean, I can, well, we're getting there. Not used to using a tomahawk to do this, but it ain't gonna be your finest feather sticks in the world, but that would get the job done. Yes, I mean, I'm sure you could notch with it, but of course these are mostly gonna be made for chopping, and as that, it's doing quite well. I mean, I can't complain about that at all. Now, obviously tomahawks are a lot of times used for throwing. Am I going to do that on camera? Probably not. I've never really been into throwing knives, definitely never thrown a tomahawk. I'm not sure if the first couple of times I tried I want to do on camera to really embarrass myself. But from what I hear, it's all about distance. Who knows? I embarrass myself all the time. Why not do it today, right? So, now this may be the perfectly wrong kind of tree to attempt this on. But, we'll see. I hear about 10 feet is this crap out of the way. Ideal distance, but let's see. Well, that was not successful or pretty. Sorry, I'm on it. No, I've not been drinking this early in the morning. Let's try this again. Oh, well, I think it landed right. Maybe just didn't throw hard enough. Well, I don't mind trying new things on camera. Hopefully you're not getting bored watching me unsuccessfully throw a tomahawk. Let me crash down a little bit closer to you. Sometimes it's almost like it's hit the right spot, but alright, so enough of embarrassing myself and not demonstrating a tomahawk throw correctly. I'll just leave with, alright, first impression. I think this is going to be fun. I think it can be very useful. Could definitely save you from having to use a knife as much. It is really lightweight. And you can definitely feel the forward weight on it because this is steel, not polymer of some sort. But I think this is a 420 steel, so wouldn't be a good knife steel, but definitely good for a tomahawk because it's going to be tough. It will need to be resharpened frequently. But yeah, go SOG. I think this is cool. I may have to try even a different tomahawk, either their Voodoo Hawk or maybe the pipe hawk by cold steel or something like that. May find a new hobby. Alright, in the meantime, be prepared, have fun.